All right. Light of Xarysis, Astral Day 10.S14. Through clouded visions within the Oracle's mind, Rex sees a bloody combat between a group of adventurers and a group of battle-hardened looking elves. The vision violently wakes him up while he is looking at Luigi for the first time while walking into the Happy Beholder. As the violence fades and the vision dissipates, he begins to lose the memory of what he sees, and his growing hunger lowers his fight or flight responses. Rex begins to order as the Commodore waves the party to sit with him. Curious as to see who the new group of greenhorns are, Commodore Crux opens up a dialogue. After learning of the party's plight, Commodore Crux gets emboldened with excitement and with a little bit of splash of hatred behind those dark eyes. The Commodore realizes that it would be best to finish this conversation back on his ship, the Second Wind. Dane slips out before the party to scout ahead. Unfortunately for Dane, he was being watched and covered with just a little bit more experience and skill. Without realizing it, the party, along their way to the docks, became a part of a vengeful surprise. A full-on ambush with a villainous monologue accosted the commander, the Commodore, and this newly formed adventuring party. The hateful elves used the crowds as shields and potential coverage from any long-range volleys, while the party uses solid tactics to buff themselves and ready the tank. Chaos erupts after that. Steel, magic, and blood covers the battlefield within the Low City. The party sets up a solid defensive line in the back to guard its casters, while the meat and potato goes within the fray to wreak havoc. Dane, with flanking maneuvers and spells, weaving, makes quick work of the enemies in his path. Rex's Ergothoan imbued scythe reaps all enemies in his wake. Zamira summoning monstrosities to cause devastation, and Xenia bolstering her companions on the battlefield to inspire all. With the help of the vengeful Commodore, the party runs down the Astral Elves and receives praise and cheers from the common folk all around. Will this uplifting moment last? And does this group of adventurers have what it takes to save Galarion? Let's find out on this episode of Light of Xarysis, on the Second Wind and beyond. All right. So,
hero point that man.
Give me that hero point.
Get him a DM point.
Boom! Taking it. So, you guys finish with your, loving on the common folks. The common folks are loving on you. What's his name? Not Thorsvin. It's not Thorsvin. Your skeletal champion, dissipates after a minute of all this praise and whatnot. Some people come up to you and actually congratulate and thank you, Zamira, while the rest of them are still kind of staring at you, Xenia, and your, I want to say magnanimous power of healing and just your smile, I guess, your warmth. And then you have a couple of the common folk looking at both Dane and Rex, and just their sheer tenacity. They're just like, man, I wish you guys were here more often, kind of thing. You're hearing, but most of the people give you quite a bit of food and things that they, monetary things that they think that would help you along the way. Again, they did, after you guys collected the things from the bodies of the Astral Elves. You see quite a few of the people take the bodies, wrap them up, and then they're like, "Don't worry, we'll take care of the rest of it for you." But anyways,
what were the stats on the armor? That because we put the armor on number 1, but I didn't know what it was. I just put shame on them, but I didn't know what the actual stats were.
Their specific armor. Let me pull it up. I want to say chainmail. Give me a second. It's just a breastplate.
Oh, breastplate. Okay.
Yeah. So they had breastplates, and then We retrofitted it that all the shields were basically like tower shields for funsies,
For sure.
just to make it easier.
Right.
But Travis did put down that there was a potent dagger, there was a potent mace, and then there was like the armor is silver. That's what it was, I think.
Okay.
So it is a breastplate, but it is silver armor. Actually, the dagger and the mace are both silver as well.
I think Dane picked up the dagger, and we gave the mace to number 1.
Right.
Copy that. Please record that in your stiff for me.
And Jamira actually picked up one of the priest's divine book, like their little whatever they had.
Oh, is that what the diving book for some? I didn't know what you was talking about. I was like, diving book. Somebody will tell me.
I didn't write that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think Travis wrote it.
My bad.
All good.
It's all good. And that's actually kind of cool because then, if you do potentially want to learn spells, we can jump into that too. And
oh, I didn't know that was something I could do with that book. Because she was just gonna study it, just see like what their deal was, and then sacrifice it to Argathoa.
yeah, because so basically, whatever it is, like these are considered. I'm considering both divine and occult spells. So if you have the tradition for either or, you can learn any of these spells within their book.
Okay.
That's
Divine,
how this is gonna work.
Divine she has, but I don't think she has occult.
And that's fine because, like I said, it's either or.
For sure.
I think
Was not to interrupt, does the silver, is that low grade or standard?
I want to say I'm gonna have to double check, but I think I want to say low grade for right now. If anything, once I look at it, I'll tell you in a little bit, because I think there's a different price level for it, and I want to make sure that it's not too high. Give me 1 second. So silver grade low is 40. Yeah, it's gonna be low grade. Because I think what did I say last time, that that dagger, so the dagger is 35 gold pieces technically, and the silver mace is 44. And then here in a little bit, Dimitri, I'll keep it up for right now, but I will put a list of the spells that the Star Priest actually had for you in a minute. So yeah, that information I did. Another thing I wanted to set up is, if you guys look into the items thing, remember you guys still have the pearly white spindle and then that scroll of 3rd levels, the Wall of Radiance. But I also added spell jamming helm, just so you know what kind of item those things are and how important they are, especially out here in like wild space in the astral sea. And then also within the journal, I have another thing that we'll talk about a little bit later on during downtime, is learning a skill. But we'll get to those points here in a minute. After everybody gives you, their praise and their things like that, a lot of the people actually go back to their daily lives. And the Commodore, basically, he's like, I think the best thing we should do is head to the ship. So if there's anything else you want to ask or do anything right now before you completely get to the docks, just let me know. If not, you gather up your items. Huh?
So we're going to the docks, right?
Yeah.
To get on this guy's...
Yes.
To have a conversation or to leave?
Potentially both. Like the conversation will be while you're leaving.
Is there a I want to buy some seeds.
You want to buy some seeds.
Yeah.
You are pretty close to the lower market. Let me pull my map out. I love the bundle that they give for this for the book. It is called the lesser market. So yeah, there is a lesser market. You could potentially go. You guys go there, get what you need. If that's what you want to do.
If the people are down, I'll say hey guys, since I don't know if I'm ever gonna come back to a space town, and we may be leaving. Could y'all see it in you to let me go to a market and get some seeds for planting?
Well, it would be, wise to procure some items at the moment before we potentially sail away once more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was, when we go back to our home planet, we don't know what state it'll be in, so we might have to, bring it back to its righteous spot. You know what I'm
Also,
saying?
might be smart to try to secure some possible healing potions with everything that we continue to encounter.
Yeah. Some healing potions as well is probably pretty smart.
If that's what you want to do, the lesser market will have some of those things.
I mean, we could try to go
Commander
there
Crowe,
Probably it's
quickly.
the best thing to stay within the lower city instead of trying moving up. The more we move up, the more we look out of place.
Do you know what shops would be best for us to secure what we're talking about?
There's really not any particular shops. Once we get to the lesser market, it's a bunch of stalls. It's tent city basically of open vendors and things of that nature. But
That's
come
fine.
on,
We should move
let's make it
quickly
quick. We don't want the local magistrates to know that we were the ones that handled these bastards.
Yeah, don't get out of sight. Don't
We'd
lose
also
sight
not
of each
be
other.
ambushed once more.
So yeah, you guys, it doesn't take you that long. You weren't actually that far from the lesser market. You walk down the block, you take an immediate right, and then a little bit off to the left, you can hear the commotion of people, and you can see the various different species and ancestries, and the xeno species that you probably have never even seen before. Like it was already one thing with the Hadozi. You've heard of the Vanari people, the monkey type people, and then like seeing a variation of them as the Hadozi, learning that there's now like different types of elves, another type of elf that you've never really seen, and then now you come into and you see bug type people that look like mantis, 4 arms with chitinous armor, or not armor, bodies. You see creatures that you've probably heard of, these automatons and things like that, but you've also you see like ones that look like gnomes, that specifically look like one type of gnome, that are walking around. You at first you thought the beholder Luigi was a weird thing, but now you're seeing slime humanoids walking around, have different types of armor, weapons, no face, but you can see like the cellular structure of these like plasmoid creatures. It's just a whole slew of things in here, especially if you haven't seen these type of species before. And you see adults, children, people running around, people bartering, trading. The Commodores are like, if we can come over here, there might be some, a quick magical menagerie over here with I know a gnome. He's a pretty good guy. We can talk to him real quick. And he takes you down, and he's like, So his name is Bulvist. Don't say anything about his eye. He obviously doesn't have one. But yeah, just charm him up. Say you like everything, but but lead him on a little bit, and then go in for the kill for what you really want. All right. I'm gonna walk over here because me and him have a little problem. But he's a good guy, Bulvist. Remember, Bulvist is his name. That's it, Bulvist.
Bulbous?
Bulvist with a V.
Bulvist.
Bulvist. Yep. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Intriguing.
Yep. One eye.
Boba.
Bulvist.
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 One eye. He's got kind of like a purple and pinkish hair.
I could see how you done her. Geez, our words Commodore.
I understand. I'm
he's
still
got a
trying to get the
pink
drink
and
out.
purple bulbist. Okay.
Fist.
And then he like leans over. You're walking into like the tent city. There's a specific tent. You actually see the exact gnome that he's talking about, and he's like got on a pretty nice 3-piece suit. Like I said, his hair is pink and purple, where his suit is like this dark royal purple with like gold filigree. But at the same time, it's like holes in it, a little bit dirty. He's got like the fingerless gloves and stuff like that, and this, you would honestly think at first he was a halfling, but because of all the color, and he has like open-toed shoes or boots that it's more like he's been wearing them ever since he was little, and then he just opened them up because he ain't got the money for it. But you hear him hawking his wares and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, that guy over there. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna try and get us some a couple other things for the ship, and have him sent. He's the guy if you want to talk about, magical items, if he has any or anything that could be of use, black market wise.
Well, Commodore, who's the guy for the seeds?
I'm about to tell you that, Rex. Simmer down.
I'm sorry, I just get very excited about plants.
I believe you. And then over there, you'll see what looks to be a dog, a hybrid dog, a beast folk. Do you know what beast folk are?
Absolutely.
So you'll go over there and you'll actually see a pretty beast folk woman over there, and her name is actually Nemesia. She can help you out with some of the other things. She actually has a direct link with the I guess the people on the other side of the rock. Get some seed, sell some seed, bring some money back to the guards and things like that. So
right.
Again,
now, okay, she's a beast folk lady.
Yep.
What kind of beast folk
canine
variety?
She's
a
like a Labrador.
Wait, what?
Like a golden retriever.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about those.
And her name, of course I do. I'm very familiar with all types of farm animals. Now, I would never call Miss Nemesia a farm animal to her face, but back where I'm from,
not.
golden retroodles are part of the farm.
Yep.
So,
Sweet.
But I am at least aware of my ignorances enough to know I would never call her that. Of course.
So yeah, Nemesia Fern over there. She'll help you out
Nemesia
with
Fern?
seeds. Yeah,
Well, I love her name.
that's adorable. All right, I'm gonna go over here, get some things. Anybody else need anything else before I head out?
I believe I'm quite well at this point.
Wonderful. Let's meet back here in about 5-10 minutes. Grab what you need. Let's make it quick. We gotta hurry up. There's a bit of a time crunch right now. If we don't hurry this up, we might not make the boat. And then he like immediately kind of like walks away.
Well, that
So who
doesn't
wants to go
sound
first?
good.
We best hurry.
So I'm pretty sure Dane, you was already walking over there to Bolvist, right?
Yeah, I want to see if I can throw some charm on him and get him to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, man. You walk over. He finishes like one transaction, and then he sees it. He's like, "Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?"
I would imagine anything the way that you look. Look at that suit.
Oh, lad, come here. And then he like puts his arm around you. He's like, if you like this suit, I can get you one just as fast. Give me about like 30 minutes, and I can set it up for you for the right price, of course.
I'm sure you could. I mean, you seem to have an eye for the fantastic.
That I do. Is there anything particular that you were looking for to procure, or are you just here to check out the suit, the threads?
As much as I do like the threads, I do have a ailing family member that I'll need to possibly get a few healing patients for to make sure we make it through the rough times.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry to hear that about your friends or your family. Anything in particular that you are needing? I have anti-venom. I have quite a few things to help with certain types of diseases. I have a couple of elixirs that can do things. A specific tonic. This is my favorite tonic, actually. I created it myself. It will help with certain ailments and things of that nature at a very low price of five less than what I normally sell to normal people. But you look like family. So I would say about 10 gold pieces for this specific thing.
10 gold pieces.
Of course, this is a home brew. It's called the Bovis Concoction. Yes.
The Bovis Concoction, you say?
Yes, it pretty much takes care of a lot of things. Illnesses. It could probably even grow back a limb. Just joking. It won't do that, but
I'd like to examine it and do like a crafting check on it to see if I can somewhat figure out what it is.
I would love for you to do that. Yeah, even you look at it and you just, it's basically tea. It's leaf juice.
Oh, my friend.
It's not bad. It's one of those things to where like if you drink it daily, it's like getting your daily vitamins. You'll feel better.
Have a lot more energy in the morning.
Yeah, it's like a better version of coffee, a more healthier version. It's like mud water with some other good things in the body.
With your skills, I think you're underselling yourself. 10 gold, you should definitely shoot for 15 in the future.
This was a family discount, family, and he like,
of course,
put his hands on your shoulder. To your family. I have a whole case for you. We put 10 of these in there for you, and what I say, 10 gold pieces for each. I'll make it 80 gold pieces for a case of 10 of these. The Bovis Concoction.
And so I like sarcastically, but obviously say that would be a wonderful deal. Like, I don't think you could find a deal like that anywhere on this market where everyone is selling the same thing.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna roll a d20. I'm gonna make it a plus 8.
Well, I wanted him to realize I was being extremely sarcastic.
I want to see if he actually knows it. I want to see if he's paying attention. Man, he don't know it. He thinks you're genuine right now. You know what? I've been trying to tell my benefactor this for quite some time, and the fact that you're saying it, you know what? If you invest in me, I can guarantee I can guarantee you 5%. 5%.
That sounds wonderful if I were staying. But unfortunately, again,
What's your name again?
family members
young man?
and everything. My name is Don.
Don, the Bovis and Don concoctions. I'm telling you, we will make money.
I think we really would. But again, I must get going. If you have any possible lesser healing potions or anything in stock of that sort, it'd be greatly needed. And by the way, that chain dangling right there is just the perfect asset to your. I mean, it just ties everything together. With the hair going with the suit, it couldn't get any more marvelous.
Now give me an actual perception check on the chain. When he pulls it out, he's like, "This is important." He's, I'm glad you noticed it. This is a beautiful piece. My father's father been passing it down for quite some time. When you look at it, it's a Pathfinder, a legit Pathfinder from Galarian.
Pathfinder symbol.
No, so the Pathfinder Society actually gives, or it's a Wayfinder. They actually give like particular like compasses or like timepieces. Are with this one, it's a mixture of both. It's a timepiece, but it actually it's still a compass at the same time. But it's part of the ceremony of when you actually become a Pathfinder, a part of the society. You receive a Wayfinder.
Oh, and Jamira did walk up with Dane. I didn't want to interrupt, but she's just been watching this whole thing. She wanted to ask some stuff too.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Like he saw another short person basically, and he zoned in on it.
Oh no, yeah, she was kind of happy that he didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, so like you're sitting there like looking around the actual wares of the things he's selling on Dane, and you can see Dane in that moment, like when he's showing you the Wayfinder, and he kind of gets like a look about it. He's like, "Yep, this right here is important. I don't even know where it comes from, but it's important to my family, my father." But anyways,
If it's important to you, it's important to me. As I pat him on the back and say, make sure you keep that safe. And as your future business partner, I'll make sure I keep you safe.
well, Don, right? You said Don?
Dane, it was.
Dang it! What? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's horrible. I'll add a little bit more to that. Well, I got a couple things for you. You said you wanted some healing potions. I do have about 3 of them in stock right now. If you wanna buy them, give me a diplomacy check real quick, because healing potions are 12 gold pieces. How much gold do you have?
I am going to roll a hero point on it.
It's probably a smart move. That's a real smart move.
Much better.
Like I said, he's like, I do have about 3 of them.
Said they're 12 gold. Is that a piece or?
12 gold a piece, yeah. So he's like, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do for you, you're a kind soul. We'll knock it down to 10 gold pieces. Don't tell nobody else, okay?
Not a soul.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I did not see you there. Give me 1 second with my future business partner, Dane, real quick, and then I'll get right to you, okay? Man, she's dirty.
Right.
Yeah, 10 gold pieces per, boss.
And you know what?
Hmm.
As just a gesture, and so you know that it's nothing but goodwill towards us, I pull out the silver dagger and be like, if you can throw one more in, this is yours.
Ooh, sweet mercy. All right, what I can. Golly, that's nice. That might get me killed, but I think I can sell something. I don't have any more healing potion lessers, but I do have about 4 more elixirs of life. If that can cover you,
That'll do.
Brother Dane. He holds out his hand. That's a deal.
A deal it is.
I'm actually curious. Elixirs of life are like what, 8 or 4, something like that.
See.
Oh, they're only 3. 3 by 3. That's about right, actually, too. Yeah, you pretty much got to steal for that dagger. So he pockets it. You see the deft hands that he has. He like twirls it, puts it in his coat, almost completely disappears. Like you can't even tell that it's on his body. He goes around the back real quick, boop, 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 pulls out a nice leather bag, puts it down, and you can see in the bag that has like perfect slotted compartments to actually hold vials and things like that. And he's like, bam, bam, bam. It's like, all right, family, here you go.
I do have one more question.
Of course.
Not going to be able to secure a bag of holding.
Now that's something I'm gonna need to take a couple days on. There's some adventurers around here that are that can help with those things, or even potentially craft some. But that'll cost a little bit more. But if again come back in a couple days, I think I can find a bead for you.
I'll be on the lookout.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry I don't have anything right now, but here's your things. Hopefully your family member, I hope they get better, man. I hope you find out what's ailing them and you fix it. I hope these help out.
Greatly appreciated.
Of course. And he like slaps you on your shoulder and he's like, and to you, miss, the Dark Temptress, what can I get for you?
I require healing potions as well, but they are of a different variety. Those whose physiology requires negative healing, if that makes any sense to you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, of course it does. That's a little bit on the steeper side.
Are you sure?
That's racist.
Didn't say he was gonna be a nice person about these things. It's a little bit more difficult to find those type of potions. Actually, Dimitri, what are those potions called again?
They don't actually exist. The last time we did it, we just used healing potions, but called them harm potions.
I thought there were potions that were actually used for that too.
I don't believe so. No, there's not like a potion of harm.
I must have been thinking like the ghost alchemy things and just assumed. But yeah.
One thing. She will.
I think. Oh God, I rolled really good for you then. And he's like literally staring at the bird, because he's like focused on it. And he's like, you need a darker version. I'm assuming it's for your friend here.
Of course. You can make that assumption if you wish.
I wish for a lot of things, and I wish for a pile of gold and a pretty lady.
Well, I can help with the gold, at least.
That's wonderful. Well, you're in luck. I do have quite a bit, actually. There are, you'd be surprised how many vampires come through. Woo! I have about 8 of them. They are 12 gold pieces, though.
12 gold?
12 gold.
Are you sure you can't lower the price a bit? You did help my good friend Dane as well.
Are you talking about family? Well,
Yes,
I can
he
lower it
and,
down to 11 gold. Roll me a diplomacy check, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll roll that that Diplo. There we go.
It's when you roll good, I can't really argue against you guys.
She's a face for all of her sarcasm and bullshit.
It's like how are you like looking at him? How are you talking? Like, are you just talking down to him, like with your eyes, like glowering at him? Like,
I mean, she always carries herself very kind of imperiously. So she's got her arms folded. She's looking at him. First, got a half smirk on her face. Like she is giving the impression that like we both know what we're doing here. We're both trying to get the best deal. Like let's get to the point where we can both walk away happy.
I'm trying to think of like what he would really want. He has nothing. He's staring at you. He's looking at the bird. He probably sees number 1 and number 2 just like kind of got like that look like give our mistress what she wants or otherwise I'm gonna burn you kind of look. He's like, all right, I'll do 10 because you're family to the family Dane, who's gonna now be an investor into the business of the Belvist and Dane company. But can I get your name?
Zamira, you may pass it around if you wish.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep that one close to my heart, Zamira. And how would you like to pay for these particular items?
With gold, of course. So she'll get 2 of those.
2 of those, so 20 pieces of gold. And he hands them to you. And
As Dane is standing there, he said he cast a spell message, and to his head it says family, and hands out another 10 to get a third one.
there he is. And he slides in the third one to her, to you, Zamira, and he's like, I hope these help you.
Oh, they will,
Brother?
very much so.
I hope they help you too.
Your magnanimity is appreciated.
I don't even know what that word means, but it sounds nice. Man, today is a good. You know what? I think I'm gonna close up shop early. Xenia, what have you been doing? Where are you going?
I wanted to go with Rex and find the plants.
Nice. So yeah, like he finishes up the transaction with you guys, and actually, the 3 vials for you, Zamira, he actually puts them in kind of like a nice like silk like purse almost in a way for you.
It's quite lovely.
With his colors, which are like the purple and gold, and he's like, so you can remember me, and it has like his name in filigree, Bolvis.
And she'll just kind of like do that hairbrush, say, of course you'll be in my mind always, and she'll just walk off.
And then the full anime moment where he's like drooling with the red colored cheeks and everything.
Got him sprung.
And then he like starts fixing everything up, and you can hear like he's calling it a day. You guys pretty much paid him real good for the week.
Nice.
So yeah, Rex and Xenia, you guys are walking over. You see Nemesia Fern, she's not that far away from you. While it's probably about like 40 feet. Did you? I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about anything while you're walking over there, but if not, you easily come up to Nemesia, and she's like, "Oh, good morning. How are you?"
Yeah. Excuse me. Are you Miss Fern?
Well, of course. And then she does like a cute curtsy with her dress. You can obviously tell that she used to work on a farm.
Well,
She's
I
got
hope
like,
she can obviously tell I did too.
oh yeah, like, and it's funny because like even though she's got like this this golden retriever type look, it's the anime thing. So she has the ears, she has the long blonde hair, the blue eyes. She is about 6'3", 6'4" maybe. She's stacked, but she's very pretty.
Oh, a tall one.
Oh, she's a tall one, and she's got like the apron. Her dress is like a little bit up, like towards her knees, but you can see like the the big clunky boots of being on a farm and stuff like that, and you can tell with her hands that she is not afraid to get into the dirt.
Hell yeah.
She's got like the oh, it's not a handkerchief. What is that thing called? She's got like the bandana on her hair and everything like that. But when she smiles and says good morning to you guys, it's almost looking like like looking at Xenia when she's like full into like being happy and talking about Saren Ray. You're getting it right here back at you. But yeah, she's like there's plenty of vegetables and things and fruit. I don't know particularly where you come from, but all of these things are edible and they are all I guess vegan.
Well, yeah, Miss Fern, my name's Rex, and as you've probably noticed, I'm not from around here.
Well, a lot of us aren't.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess. Yeah, I just got here. I don't know what makes sense. Sorry, that was silly. I'm just nervous. I was hoping that maybe you could sell me some seeds.
Oh, seeds. What kind?
Well, I haven't a clue. I don't know.
Well,
what
you look
kind
like
of,
a farmer. What did you grow back on your farm?
Potatoes.
Well,
Potatoes, yeah. I mean, they're probably the most, MVP of plants because, they make vodka and fries and, mashed taters. I mean, they could really do anything.
I love mashed potatoes.
Yeah, so
I used
do the
to make them all
hogs.
for.
Sorry.
They do love those too. Yeah.
But
Actually,
yeah,
I do have.
I'll tell you my plan. 'Cause you seem like a real nice lady. My planet may be dying, and I don't know what state it'll be in when I get back to it. So I may have to save the planet, So, maybe some sort of seeds that have some really versatile plants, some real, high quality stuff that if you eat it is good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry. And she like walks around
That's all right.
her booth, and she's like, "Are is it both of you?" She
Yeah, oh
looks at
yeah,
you.
this is Xenia. She's a really nice lady as well, and yeah, we come from the same place, and I think it's dying.
Oh my gosh! And she like hugs both of you. She's like, "Oh, with the Astro Elf attack, we've been hearing about it a lot lately. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, it's something like that. Astral elves and crystal vines or whatever that eat the world, something like that.
And you two are gonna save your.
Yeah, I mean
homeworld?
that's the plan.
Oh, that's
We
exciting.
don't look like much, but we hope to bring a light back to our ailing planet.
That's right.
Well, with your smile and obviously your stature, I see why you couldn't do it, and yeah, I have complete faith in the both of you. And yes, I do have potatoes. I think if you are going to be spell jamming, I think the best thing for you is also I do also have mushrooms that could be useful if you have.
I love a good shroom.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
And she goes around and she actually she has quite a few. You see, they're like what are they called? Like the potato sacks, but they're filled with dirt. And she's like, these are the potatoes. They're actually growing. There's you'll find quite a few spuds in there. They're double sacked, so that when you pull out the one on the inside, there's actually a flap that you can actually see where the spuds are. But
Whoa, that's impressive.
be a little bit careful with that one.
Sure.
Honestly, with each of these sacks, I have about 8 of them.
Well,
how big is your crew? Do you know?
Well, I wander with a group of 4. We've recently come into the acquaintance of someone. Now we're a group of 5. Then there's a bird and my pig, Bacon.
Don't forget Bacon.
She sees
hungry.
Bacon. She's like, "Is this your guy?" And
Yep,
she like
that's
squishes
him.
his face.
That's Bacon.
And
He loves
squeals
mashed
a little
taters.
bit. She's like, "Okay, so for that amount, I think if 3 sacks of potatoes," and then she goes over and she has like this. It's not plastic, but it's like a really cool container, and she pulls out a few of them, and it's like dark. And then she's like, I can give you these. This will help you grow your mushrooms right here. These 2 things can yield. Right now, they can probably feed you for about each of these for probably about a week.
Oh wow.
The potatoes, obviously. This one is ready to go. This one will be ready in probably about a week. And then this one will be ready. The potatoes will be ready in about 2-3 weeks.
Fantastic.
Let me mark these real quick for you, so you know. And she marks them in a specific way. And you see it how it works. It's like 1 notch for the week, 2 notches for like 2 weeks, and then the other one is just like she's like, this one's ready, and then like hits it, and it's like a circle.
So while she's doing that, Rex is gonna turn around and look at Xenia. He's like, Xenia, I just realized I don't know where my money is. Do you have any money?
Fear not, friend. I've got you.
I think I lost it when I passed out. I haven't really thought about it because we've been trying to survive. And I seem to have not worried about money. Do we have any money, please?
We have a little bit of money.
Okay.
Not a lot of it, but a little bit.
Did the space elves that we just killed, they have any money on them?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to. According to my sheet, I have a total wealth of 36 gold pieces.
I think that accumulates your inventory, not your like coins. Because mine is like 39, but that's because I have like 4 scythes and yeah.
Yeah, it'll say like if you look at total coinage,
Right.
it'll tell you how much coin you have.
I didn't actually give myself any coinage.
My
What?
coinage is 32.
Xenia,
All I've
you
got
have
is
6.
a backpack with all the general things, my scythe, and my armor. No coins.
I was about to say, how much did all that cost without?
Yeah.
Xenia, you have 6 coins.
Yes, I have 6. Sorry, I was chewing.
I'm gonna
Oh,
turn
no.
back. Like, well, Miss Fern, I appreciate you doing all this, but all I've got, and when I say I mean Miss Xenia, all we've got is 6 gold. So, and I wouldn't want to spend all Xenia's gold, but maybe I could spend like 3 gold. Would that get me 1 mushroom or something? Really,
How much?
I just want to be able to plant something when I get back to my planet.
How much was the potato stuff? Did she say yet?
No, she didn't say anything. I heard part of it. I'm sorry because it like cut in and out on me. You specifically had how much money you wanted to give her?
Well, I'm
We can
basically
give her 6 gold. We can
yeah.
give her 6.
Xenia's
So
got
Maggie
6.
has some been
you say
keeping track
6
of her
gold. Roll me a diplomacy check. This one doesn't
I'm
have
really
high.
bad. Does Xenia want to do that? I have a 0, so here we go. Yeah.
Crit, bro. Like both of them. So, like during your conversations beforehand about what's been going on and stuff like that, and then it gets to the cost of or she's like getting everything, and she can kind of hear you whispering about, oh, my money and this and that, and then so she like pulls the 2 sacks of potatoes, puts them in front of you, the one that's ready now and then the one that will be ready in 2 weeks, and then she grabs like the one container and like you see her kind of like finagle it and make it, she puts it all in like a bigger container, and then she like puts it there, and then she's like, here you go, this will be 4 gold pieces.
Oh my, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you through all that. I've kind of been in a loop-de-loop since we've been just one thing after another.
Sir, you did nothing wrong. Obviously it was those Astros that pretty much ruined the situation of you and your friends here.
Yeah.
You do what you can.
You're just too nice, Miss Furt.
Oh, sweet boy. As long as you help the people that you can help and you do everything that you can, I'm perfectly fine with helping you with this little thing.
That's all I want to do.
Miss Fern, I hate to further impose. I had hoped to ask you, while Rex is being practical here, I find that practicality is not the only value in living a life well lived. Do you happen to have any flower seeds that I could take back to our planet as well? I'd be happy to give you the remainder of our gold to ensure that we can not only sustain ourselves in body but in emotion as well when we get back.
And you can see like this like gleaming smile on her face, and she she's tearing up because like Rex is tearing up, and she walks away, and then she comes back with like a particular flower, like one flower, and then she comes back, and then you can see a sunflower on one of the bags as well. She says, I think this would be perfect for you. This, and of course this as well. I hope these help you out. And then obviously one of them is a sunflower, which will produce sunflower seeds and stuff like that, which would be useful. And the other one is like a variety. It's and she tells you, she's like, this is a mixed bag of like healthy flowers for one particular climate. It's a very sunny climate. I hope this helps you. And you don't have to pay
It helps more
for it.
than you know. And I would take her hand and like give her a little blessing, just even if she's not going to take the gold, like just ask Sarah and Ray to bless her, and she doesn't even have to know, just kind of like putting that warmth out there.
And then you do that, and she leans in close to your ear and she says, may the light and sun shine on you as well. Please be safe, you two, and I hope your friends are safe as well.
Thank you, Miss Furt.
Of course. And then she like shakes Bacon's little cheeks, and she's like, you have fun too.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
So yeah, you guys meet up. Commodore slips up. He's like, oh, everybody doing pretty good? Everybody? And he looks at you, Rags, and he's like, what's wrong with you? Is he okay?
He's fine. I'm gonna pat Rex on his shoulder, like, he's fine. He's got this.
I just had a moment, okay, Commodore? We almost died. Then this very nice dog lady gave me potatoes to save my planet. You don't even know what I've been through. I had no money. Commodore, have you ever realized you had no money?
Yeah, you'll find out soon enough. I ain't got no money.
Well, then you know how that feels. It can make you tear up sometimes. It's hard.
Well, we're gonna find out here pretty soon. I'm gonna need y'all's help with a couple things when we get to the second wind. So let's.
The hell's that mean?
Well, you gonna find out.
Well, maybe you should tell us. We can come up with a plan. Sounds like we need to beat up some guards or something to get out of here.
No. We don't need to beat up any guards.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Got a friend who commissioned the second wind for quite some time, and right now I guess we're gonna have to break a contract. But I'm hoping with the new information that we've received, I hope she's a bit more amicable to your plight here, and I hope she maybe there's a way that we can talk to her and get my shit back at least a week earlier, because she still gets to have it for let me double check, but I think she still has another like 4 to 7 days left.
4 to 7 business days, Commodore.
Legit business days, yes sir.
Well,
we'll just
we'll send your mirror to her, and I'm sure she'll set her straight.
Well, I sure do hope so. Fell is a
Commodore. I need you to be very straight with me. What exactly
straight as I can be, straight as my horn right here.
Indeed. Get it as straight as you possibly can before you answer. I need you to tell me straight. What are we going to the ship to do?
Well, currently we're going to go to the ship, and I don't want to talk about it here on the streets. Everybody's around us.
Give me the quickest.
The quickest thing is what basically we're going to have to go to a certain place out into the astral sea. Find a group of businessmen who potentially hate the Xarysis Empire as much as I do, and help you with our situation here of saving your planet.
I suppose.
And of course, killing the bastards while we're there.
That is a little bit too long term from what I'm talking about. I mean, in the immediate, are we going to be relieving the ship from somebody violently? Is what I'm asking.
No. Fella's she's, to her, I'm not a friend. I guess it's more of an acquaintance. Again, the second wind is my ship, but potentially I have to sell it. I have to lease it out to certain captains, and Fel is a captain. She's a damn good spell jammer, and that's one of the things that I'm potentially hoping that you guys can potentially finagle the contract a little bit to basically show her that along the way we may procure some treasures and things like that, which is what she does while she's obviously on the hunt to cure her, what she calls it is as a disease, but I've seen tieflings before.
And if she is not amenable?
Well, I don't want her to be killed. Okay, she's got a good heart. If we can,
what if we could convince her to come to our side? You said she's a good spell jammer.
Look at this, Rex. Now that you cleared up your face, that's
my
basically
face
what
been clear, Commodore.
That's basically what I'm saying. Like, if we can potentially find a way to
let me at her. I'm on a hot streak.
Obviously not violently.
What do you mean? I just clobbered a few space elves not too many minutes ago.
She's got a heart of gold, but she's dealing with some tough things, and that's potentially why she's got the contract with the second wind right now. I think if you guys put on a little charm, I think there's an easier way to go about this.
Well, maybe we can scratch each other's back. You know what I'm saying? We do her a little favor, she does us a little favor.
I think that's perfect. she is known as one of the best and brightest spelljammers. She would have been a part of the fleet if, and then you notice like his eyes, like that dark cloud goes over his eyes, and he's.
The fleet?
Anyways.
What fleet?
Yeah, so I think if we head to the ship,
What?
we're definitely gonna have to talk to her. So why don't we come on? Who's
Xenia,
carrying?
did he say what
carrying the
fleet?
potatoes? No, he's
He did
ignoring
not.
you.
No, I know he's ignoring me. I'm ignoring him. Xenia, did he say which fleet?
And he
He's
begins to
being a
walk
bit
towards the
evasive
docks.
At this moment, I'm afraid.
What the heck?
Perhaps it's an uncomfortable subject for him.
How could a fleet be uncomfortable?
He may have had a bad experience himself in the fleet.
Terrible beds, terrible cushions, all kind of reasons.
I guess that's true, Dane. I didn't think of that. Well, I guess we'll follow him.
I'm afraid we don't have much choice.
Well, I suppose not.
Cool. Doesn't take you that long. You guys walk for about like 5 minutes towards the docks. You can hear the, people shouting and stuff like that, like normal deckhands and things like that for other ships. But when you get to that area and you see it, like he's like, and then like off in the distance you see this stately galleon, sleek cutters that resemble a flying fish, and warships built to look like hammerhead sharks line the docks of Brawl. Crux waves his arms towards a craft that seems modest by comparison. The ship's sails are patchwork of mended canvases, while its hull seems barely held together by thick vines that bind it like ropes. Its strangest feature is the full-grown tree that sprouts from the aft deck. That's the second wind right there, pridefully Crux declares. Isn't she something? He's like, come on, and he starts, heading over towards it. Starts walking up the plank. You guys are following behind him, like everybody, like gets on, and then in that moment, as you board the vessel, a tiefling woman storms over and makes a beeline towards Crux. She begins to yell while shaking her head and wagging her finger like she's talking to some toddler. No, not this time, Crux. I still have 40 days left on our contract.
That's a lot
We
more than
both
4.
need this money. Crux kind of like looking down and looking a little bit defeated. He tries to retaliate a little bit. He starts giving the information of your planet and things like that and the party. But you can obviously tell. You can tell that the tiefling woman kind of like shuts down. He's like, well, Fel, these folks here. This is Zamira.
Greetings.
This is the wonderful Xenia, the beautiful healer. Rex, this man around a scythe. He cut down quite a few astral elves, if you know what I'm saying.
Hiya.
And then in that moment, she's like, fucking astral elves. That's why they're here. Hold on. And then Dane is he's a crafty little spell weaver. And then we got these couple other people here. What's that guy's name? 1 and 2 over here. I don't know why they have those type of names, but number 1 and 2 over here. Like I think these guys could be a potential help to you, and you could also be a potential help to us. Now, come on.
What was her name again?
Do you say that out loud, or is that just out of character?
Out of character. Sorry, I don't remember.
So right now, you only know that her name is Fel. Like he keeps saying Fel.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So.
So Jameer will say, "Please, Captain, if you would hear us for a moment."
He looks at you, and she now does the pose like you do. So like arm across her chest, the other one like stroking her chin. She said, "Proceed. What is this? What can I do for you?
We are in quite a serious situation. I won't deny that. We are in the we are the ones that need something in this exchange. We are willing to do what must be done in order to procure a ship. Yours is the most readily available. Have you need a crew? Some errand that needs performed? We've only a month to save our planet. And the Commodore here incorrectly informed us that you had only a week left on this contract and not 40. So I will hope that you could see it in your perhaps more practical mind of extra hands, strong hands, for whatever your adventures you are in need of.
She looks at you and she looks at Rex.
Howdy.
Hello. And you are a cleric, he said.
No, not me. That'd be Xenia.
That's who he's pointing at. Or that's who she's pointing at.
Oh, yeah, that one.
He speaks true.
She kind of leans forward to Commodore. She's like, why don't I just take them instead of you? Now, come on, you know you're going to need my crack shot.
Now, she got a point there, Commodore.
She going to need my crack shot. Y'all, trust me, this it's my ship. And I want to be part of this, and I want to help in any way I can, but realize this is my damn ship. He was like, and I want to help in any way I can, and then this is how I'm gonna do it. Now, Phil, Adra, come on now,
Captain. If I may add one more bit of practicality, he isn't at least an extra body in the way.
And you know I'm a crack shot. When I put my mind to it, I'm here for the cause. Dimitri, roll me a diplomacy check.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's nothing like a motivated soldier.
Golly, dude. Like, I'm going to look at her stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be really nice. Was it 30? Yeah.
That's what she do.
That's what she do, man. She do what it do. Damn it. I want my money back up front. She's like, oh, okay. She said, the 400 gold right now. Okay. I'll get it to you. Just, I have it locked away in a specific compartment in here. I'll bring it to you. Obviously, when we come back, now, Crux. Fine. Also, I was supposed to be making upwards of 3,000 gold for this next trip. How are you gonna pay me back? And now she's looking at everybody.
Well, I got this here sack of potatoes. I could grow some potatoes from potatoes if you just give me like, I don't know, a 200-year loan or something. I might be able to get that back to you. Also, I could, I'm pretty good with this here scythe. I could, maybe do some mercenary work or something.
If I may ask, how are you about to, if you can answer, procure this vast amount of gold? Simple trade, or were you going to be taking it, if I may be so bold?
Are you a pirate?
And I do not ask in order to, I ask only in the sense that we can at least help with any task.
Yeah, Jabir is not against piracy.
Indeed.
There are particular artifacts that I have found over the years. Things that are quite important to the prince here in the Rock of Bra. Something about the Sisters of the Weavers.
Is that some Star Elf shenanigans or what?
No,
Well, then it sounds like we can help each
primordials.
other, does it not? You'll need extra hands almost certainly for such an endeavor. We need passage on the ship. It seems that
Knowledge.
the agreement has signed itself, has it not?
It's a strong argument.
I know.
There's only so much I can do with Mr. Flinch and Starborough, and of course, Popcorn and Bottle Speaker. I was going to try and find quite a few other people, but that means I would have to pay them. But with you, it's a bit different.
Indeed. It's a bit of a win-win for the moment, is it not?
I would say so. Commodore, you must have been hiding her for a while now. So be it. Come on my ship for 40 more days. And like in the moment, the Commodore seems a little defeated, but he's all like, well, it like easily dissipates. He's like, well, let's get ready. Starborough, I hope you're ready for another sail. And then you see this massive tree actually turn up here on the aft deck. Just look, he's like, Captain, ready when you are.
Whoa.
Quite interesting.
I did happen to change Topo's token and Mr. Finch's token. Because Mr. Flinch actually looks a lot like this. And then just so you know, Topo now looks like this. You guys can see him, right?
Yes.
That's Topo. This is Mr. Flinch.
Oh, okay.
So Mr. Flinch kind of jumps down from Starborough. But Topo's not here, just so you guys know. I just wanted you to see the difference. I kept this one because Mr. Flinch is like this flashy Hadozi, and he comes down, he's like, Captain. Oh, forgive me. Commodore Crux. It's been wonderful to see you again, darling. I haven't seen you for about 20 days. How are you doing? Are you out of the bottle? I'm out of the bottle. I'm fine. Thank you.
I don't know about that.
I'm done.
We ran into the Commodore in a delightful tavern.
Yeah, there's this cool dude named Luigi. Very good
I
cook.
hope you didn't bother Luigi or the parrot.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say I was a bother.
No, I'm speaking to the Commodore, and you are. My name is Mr. Flinch, and he does the bow really low. He's like, it's a pleasure to meet you. Oh God, your clothes
Howdy.
are tattered.
I'm Rex.
Is Rex?
Yep.
Have you showered?
No, but I've almost died.
That is most unfortunate.
Yeah, I haven't really had
Please.
time to shower. I don't, been busy.
And
My planet died and all.
He's kind of sizing each of you up in different ways, and then you can kind of tell he's more interested in your clothes at the moment. And then he stops at he stops at you, Xenia, and he's like, basic, but I like it. It's form fitting, it's comfortable. But there's a couple things that we can change if we need to. And then you, dashing, dark colored clothes and gold. Ooh, leaves nothing for the imagination.
Yes, the lands of Geb are free from such prudish traditions.
Of course. But if anybody does need anything, particularly with tailor-made, I can assist in any way. I dabble, and obviously.
You make clothes?
Of course.
Is that all you do?
No, not at all. And you can see the rifle on his back. You can see the blade on him. He's like, I'm also pretty good at carrying a tune, and I do dabble with quite a few different instruments. Later.
Finch, is there a bathing area upon the ship?
Oh, of course. I can easily set up a wonderful tub for you. A simple spell.
That is all I need to hear.
That sounds mad nice. Also carrying a tune. I love to sing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I hope on one of these nights that we can do a little song together.
That sounds great. Make a little
Lovely.
moonshine with these potatoes I got here.
Don't
That sounds
forget to say
wonderful.
that.
And then in that moment, Fella's like, all right, let's get ready. Is the pig for us? Or did you only get
Hey
one?
now,
What?
this is Bacon, and he's family.
And she's like, obviously it's bacon. That's what he's for.
No, you don't get it. His name is Bacon.
Name is.
He's my
He
friend.
won't be eating
Oh,
the
you're
pig.
trying to be funny.
Oh,
Well,
what?
does Bacon know that he's gonna be delicious?
Ma'am, I'll beat the shit out of you. You do not talk to Bacon like that. Now, I understand many pigs are for eating. I get that, but not this one.
She looks you up and down and she's like, okay.
Now, I'm sorry to get mighty rude with you as I just board your ship and all, but Bacon is family, my dearest family. What if I wanted to eat this guy or the Commodore or someone else you hold dear?
You can eat the Commodore.
I was gonna say she don't
I
care
don't
about
know.
the Commodore.
He looks kind of tough. I might break a tusk.
Commodore's like, I'll break more off of you. I'm gonna go down fighting. Anyways, I'm gonna go check on Starbow and the rest of the crew.
Now, it's
Mr.
all
Fletch.
theoretical, Commodore. I'd never try to eat you. You know that.
Son, we just met each other. I don't know anything.
Well, then you're just silly. You can't grasp the type of person I am. I'm like a book. You could read me.
Jamira will look at number 1 and number 2 and says, "Attend me. We're going to check out the rest of the ship." And she'll actually just start like exploring the rest of the ship.
Copy.
Bye-bye now.
They definitely follow you. They keep it quiet. Honestly, number 1 is basically like he's like interested in the ship and he sees the vines and the roots and everything. Zamita, when you go up to that part of the deck, you see Starborough. He's like rooted, and you can see the roots that are going down, and then you see Bottle Speaker, and then Popcorn. I am definitely using the actual like NPCs from the Fistful of Flowers.
All right.
Yeah, so they come up and they like, oh, new crew. Bottle Speaker is like talking, but you can't see it. He's got a gourd head, but you can hear the voice coming out of it. He's like, pleasure to meet you. Name's Bottle Speaker.
The pleasure is all mine, of course.
And then
My
you
name
can
is
see Popcorn is like loading a ballista to get it ready. He's like, yes. Whoa. Who is this?
Jamira.
Must be one of the new crew members that I just heard about. Name's Popcorn. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure, I'm sure.
Pleasure. This is Starborough. He is basically the life force and the life essence of the second wind. Starborough like leans over. Hello.
Yes, indeed. I've not seen one of your ilk before. What exactly are you?
Oh boy.
Other than a tree, to state the obvious.
Other than a tree. Technically, he is. He's an
Should I roll
arboreal
something?
regent, basically, but that's actually
Should
what
I
he's
roll?
going to call himself. I'm an arboreal regent. I hail from the Feywilds.
Can I roll something to see if she knows anything about the Feywilds, or like how deep her knowledge of that would go?
Yeah, give me a solid nature.
Nature. Bop.
Ba-dum-bum. Psh. Right on the money.
Sick nasty.
Yeah, you know that the Feywilds are basically like a plane of existence, and
It's like the first plane of existence one, did not?
yeah, I think so. And particularly the fact that he is out of it either means that he walked out of it or somebody walked in and grabbed him from it. So there's a bit of a history with that. But, Starboy's like, it is delighted that you are on our ship, my lady.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much. You must be quite old to, if you are from the Feywild. You must have seen many things.
Yes, it has been quite some time. Seeing new stars born. I do miss the wilds, though. Rooted with family. Seeing the many different wondrous things.
Is it your hope to go back, or do you wish to remain on this plane?
I wish to see it one more time. The Commodore said he would take me home one day, from whence he showed me wonderful adventures.
I see. Well, I hope that we can have wonderful conversations in the meantime.
I do as well. Please visit as often as you can.
Shall.
And you see, honestly, when you walked up there too, you see like solid. There's like quite a bit of like solid like boulders, like 10 of them around him.
Oh, on the around like the actual soil.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just interesting. You just see them. Yeah. But you do also see the ballista in the back. There's quite a few like spots to where like the arrows, the bolts are actually like in like big quivers and stuff like that. There's probably about 20 of them. For the rest of you, Mr. Flinch escorts you throughout like the ship, showing you where you're going to be sleeping and things of that nature. All the women will be on the second part of this, the second deck, the second level, which would be the crew deck, while the rest of you heathens will actually be in the cargo deck. But what's when Bottle Speaker comes down and he sees you, Rex, and he sees Bacon, he actually like runs towards Bacon. He's like, ah! And then surprisingly, Bacon is actually excited to see Bottle Speaker. There's something about the smell. But Bottle Speaker is all like, you smell like fresh cut grass. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Is this your pig?
Well, Bacon's kind of his own pig, but yeah, we traveled together. That's correct.
And then Bottle Speaker, they see like the dirt and the potatoes and stuff like that, and then like immediately they like dive into it. She's like, oh, fresh dirt.
Careful now.
Kind of digs in and then sees
Hold
it and pops
on.
back out and like, there's potatoes in here.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta. Okay, here's the plan. All right, I gotta save my planet, and then I'm gonna plant these potatoes there. Okay, so we gotta be careful with these.
Oh, I have the perfect place for them. Follow me.
Okay.
And then like starts moving down towards the cargo deck. Obviously, again, Mr. Flinch shows everybody where the rest of the group is gonna be, as the females. Hopefully, are the teleporters working?
Let's find out. Where should I go?
That takes you to the main deck where Xenia. That'll be where Starbro will be. There's one version of the crew deck down there. Zamira, that is those areas. There's like 4 rooms right there. There's a 5th one towards the back, which is actually where it's basically gonna be where the actual like bathroom, where the tub will be for the ladies and stuff like that.
I see.
And then the cargo deck, Rex, if you go a little bit further to that one right there, cargo deck, you see Bottle Speaker, he's like walks you over towards this area. You see like all the what are they called, hammocks? And in that area specifically, like right in this area, like right when you get to this threshold, it's like dirt and grass, and you can see like
whoa,
in one square there's it's kind of, what is it, it's called like the 3 crop things. the 3 crop rotations or whatever. So you can see like there's like carrots and stuff like that, things that would perfectly work in there. And then on the opposite side, there's like fruit and things like that. There's still like
I'm
fresh.
standing on it.
Yeah, right where Bottle Speaker is, it's like fresh dirt right now. But he's like, they're like, I'm not saying they basically like, this will be perfect for the potatoes.
Wait, how do they get sunlight?
Oh, Rex, or not Rex. Sorry, Starborough. You can see actually like the vines and things like that, and in these areas, there are flowers that actually that are kind of like illuminating, and they're it's these flowers right here. Please don't pick them. They're very important. This is what gives the light.
No kidding.
Yeah, me and Starborough
And all
made
these
it.
plants will grow from these other plants, give them light.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Cow, that's crazy.
This is my treasure.
Well, I could understand why it would be. That's amazing.
And if this will be a perfect spot for the potatoes.
I agree.
And you went to Lady Fern, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, she's so nice.
She's the sweetest lady. Oh my goodness. She actually showed us how to do this with the flowers. It's a specific magical thing that she learned. I'm not as strong as she is, but she definitely, like Starborough definitely knew how to do it. And then right now I just tend to it.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I would definitely, I could put my potatoes here.
That'd be amazing. And then it's like a perfect area back here, but there is like a plank wooden door that can easily be moved. Bottle Speaker was like, I saw the mushrooms, and they'll fit perfect back here.
We could put them back there, and they could chill in a little dark or whatever. I didn't actually. Are these dark mushrooms? Do you know? Do they need the dark?
Oh yeah, and it'll be perfect
shaded
because
areas.
And they move the plank, and you can see in this area because like in the cargo deck, it's probably about like a normal room height, so probably like 10 feet.
Sure.
You can see like there's one version of Mike and Ed, and there's like another one, and then there's like another one. And he's like, or they're like, we can put it right here in the middle and have like a tower of this specific one.
Oh my god.
I think it'll work.
A tower of shrooms.
A tower of shrooms. Yes! And everybody else, you kind of hear like the excitement of these two.
I think we're gonna be best friends.
I'm pretty sure we're already best friends.
Yes.
This is amazing. And then like Bottle Speaker is like jumping, and kind of there's like pollination coming off of them and everything. Like they're that excited. Obviously they're leshies, and they are quite happy. Yeah. Fel, she actually heads towards the Spelljammer. And while she's heading towards that area, she's like, I hope you guys are getting ready. Be prepared. We're gonna leave in about 20 minutes. Yeah. D, I don't know if you wanted to do anything particularly for the naming ceremony, unless you want to save that for next week's session.
We can probably say, because she's basically going to be like baptizing them into like Urgathoa.
Nice. Nice.
Thing.
So hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Would there be room up here on the where the ballista is for Zamira to put her fucking cabin?
Yeah, there's potential room like right between the ballista and the stuff.
It's 20 by 10.
Honestly, there's not that much cargo within the crew deck. You can put it right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think she would like kind of look at the cot and be like, I don't think so. And then just go and just poof the cabin up.
Got you. Well, if that's how you feel, where you are right now, Xenia, you kind of see like the pantry and stuff like that. I'm trying to see. Number 8 is the galley. Over here is the galley. The galley is like the cooking area, right? That's what that
I
means.
think so.
Yes.
Not a big ship person. So yeah, you got your pantry and your galley right there and things like that. Yeah. Dane is or honestly Xenia, is there anything particular you wanted to do? Look around, see?
I probably would have checked out the tree.
You would want to talk to Starborough.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just flip you over here
Thank you.
just to make it faster for you.
He just looks cool.
Yeah, here, I'll just do this so you guys can actually see Starborough.
Oh yeah, he's
Whoa.
real cool.
Yeah, you're a big boy.
That's a wise lad.
Yeah, you walk up to the deck area and he's like, "Hello, little firefly."
Hello. You are quite an impressive being, sir.
Why, thank you. My name is Starborough. Ah, hello to you as well. Oh, having so many new crewmates. It's glorious.
It has been quite an interesting few days, I'll have to admit. I've met a lot of new people. My name is Xenia, by the way.
A pleasure to meet you, Xenia. And you,
Dane.
my young one. Dane.
Dane.
That is a strong name, Dane. I'm glad to see the both of you are in good spirits as of now. And I hope that this trip will be enlightening for all of us.
I certainly hope that you are correct in that.
May safe travels guide us. And I know with Lady Fell, she will get us to our appointed places, our destinations. I know she is tough.
Have you traveled with the lady long?
Sorry, say that again.
Have you traveled with the lady long?
Oh, yes. We have been on the ship multiple times. This latest we have been together for 20 star days now. But I have seen her for quite some time. Your years are different from mine. But if I had to recall, I've known the Lady Fell for 3 years now.
Well, she's managed to keep you and herself alive that long. That gives me some hope for our future.
She is a procurer of artifacts. Combat is not the best thing for one of her nature. But she knows her way around the magics. And I know my way around rock and wood. And he kind of like picks up one of the boulders near him. He puts it down. Do not mean to startle you.
Quite
Like Starborough.
impressive.
Picked up the rock, you seen Dane teleport.
Teleports like 20 feet away. He's like, whoa. You know of the magics as well. I think you and the Lady Fell will get better. I hope you get better acquainted. She knows the arcane arts quite well,
Hope
especially for being A spell jammer.
Stay on your good side.
Here, my young friend. And then, like, he kind of like puts his hand down and then grows like pomegranate from his hands or something. You two look hungry. Eat up. Young bottle speaker will actually... He's been growing quite some things down at the bottom. The cargo hold. You will be surprised at what you see. It is beautiful.
It certainly sounded exciting, if Rex's shouts of joy were any indication.
Yes, yes. To grow such things on the ship is a wonder. And to be able to continuously grow it. I do believe the Lady Fell captain, acting captain, don't tell the Commodore. She's doing a fine job.
Well, it sounds like we'll be in good hands.
Yes. And in good roots. I will protect you as best as I can.
Can Dane like make a nature check or a cultist check to see if he can essentially figure out what this thing is, see if he has any information on it?
Yeah, you can definitely make a nature check. Or like you have like particular lore. I mean, what kind of lore do you have?
I have astrology lore, underworld lore, Saren Ray lore, and Urkathor lore.
Yeah, it would just be a nature. I was wondering if you had like something like Fae. Like the best thing that you can like recall at the moment is Starbo is one of those. Again, you do know that he's an arboreal regent, but you know him as Trent's. Like in the most that you can get from him is that he's really fucking old. But he's still kicking, and you can kind of get like this energy from him that he's pretty strong.
Yeah. We got that teleporter right the fuck out the way.
And yeah, so like in that moment, Fel gets onto the deck. She starts yelling down towards the cargo. She's like, "Get ready, Mr. Flinch. Make sure everything's tied down. Ready to set sail. I'll be in the helm. Please make yourself at home. Relax for the moment. We'll get some of the other crew duties. I'll assign them at a later time." And then she goes back into the helm, and then you kind of like feel for actually using it, you actually see Starborough like kind of like set himself a little bit in his area. And then once Fel gets into the Spelljammer, like she closes the door behind her, and then you can feel the ship just like easily just maneuver and just kind of like glide off in a way. Like the sails unfurl, like the finned wings of the side actually come all the way out and open up, and then the ship just like glides out. And with that, we'll stop. It's 10 o'clock.
Woo! That was a fun session.
Indeed.
That was.
I love plant ship.
Yeah,
I really like
they're called living ships. Druids, rangers, and clerics devoted to gods of nature are often found aboard living ships.
I really like him. That's a cool character.
Starbo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed the nerding out about the plants. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was a very great scene.
Yeah, this is like.
They're just having a great time down there.
Yeah, this is like Rex was all like, man, I gotta save the planet. I gotta plant some plants and stuff. He's like, oh shit, there's plants on a ship. What the hell? This is awesome.
Immediately, like, stopped thinking about it and got into this happy place.
Right? Yeah.
I can just start growing right now.
Exactly.
So prepared. It's gonna be great.